Hello everyone, this is the Omegalage, and I want to talk about this article that I came across, which I think is kind of funny. It's basically talking about how transport companies in Japan feel that isekai anime are giving them a bad name. Even though I can see that happening, the only thing isekai anime are guilty of are really lazy storytelling and boring, forgettable character designs as well as characters in general. With that being said, let's take a look at this article, shall we? Okay. So, some transportation manager has blamed anime for cultivating a negative public perception of trucks. I wonder if this is a new thing because some of the isekai anime I've seen in the past didn't use the whole truck thing. Let's take a look. As reported by Weekly Logistic News and translated by Automaton, I'm pronouncing that right, a transportation manager in Shizuoka, well, that might be a name of a town or a city in Japan, said that cannot pronounce that, sorry. Industry reputation is being ruined by anime that uses the common trope of main character being killed by trucks. An anime genre called isekai is particularly to blame. They said these shows see the main character killed in real world early and transported to a magical world where they embark on a new adventure. Here's some sort of Twitter remark from X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it. I guess someone made like a Mew Mew or whatever you call about truck stuff. Let's see what this is. Okay, we got some more stuff. It's very common for this initial cause of death to come via a truck, so much so that Mew Mew is known as TruckCon has emerged, which mocks the trope. Anime including Wise Man, Grandchild, Knights of Magic, Zombieland, Saga, and many more all use it, and no longer allowed in another world. Even explains the truck as an entity which chooses and brings people to new worlds. Transportation manager said that these animes have similar messaging, which leads to introduced dislike to trucks and transport companies. Okay, that sounds a little paranoid. I can see why people would want this to stop, because like if your reasoning for wanting this to be removed from the anime genre isekai is because if you were afraid of people might try to commit suicide by that method, then yeah, I can see why you'd be upset by so many isekai anime using that. I hope I articulated that well. I'm not sure if I did. But to say that every isekai anime is trying to put some subliminal, oh god, I cannot speak, subliminal messaging in it is kind of paranoid to me. What else does it say? Despite their understanding that freedom of expression in storytelling is important, they rather trucks weren't to blame so often. That's true. They could come up with some different ways to get people teleported into these different worlds. It's kind of lazy to use the same trope everyone else is doing. I get why they do it. It's just easier that way, but come on. That's just lazy storytelling. Plenty of anime don't use such a trope, of course, including many of the most popular ones such as One Piece and Demon Slayer. Okay, my problem with using these two animes as an example is that, first of all, One Piece already takes place in a fantasy world. It's not isekai, it's shonen. And Demon Slayer, it takes place, well, in our world, but in a different era. So, bad examples there. They should have used an anime like ReZero or No Game No Life, where the characters are just teleporting to another world. They're not killed or anything. Now, for the whole getting hit by the truck thing, I don't watch a whole lot of isekai anime, so I don't know if they all do that. At least the ones I've seen didn't use a truck, so this might be a new trend right now. Personally, I think this whole thing is kind of silly, although I do hope that this does put a stop to the whole isekai anime genre. Like, if you want to make a fantasy anime, then just make a fantasy anime. Don't make some story about a loser from our own world getting teleported to another. And if that is the kind of story you want to tell, there's no reason that kind of story can't take place in a fantasy setting. Anyway, I'm getting off topic a bit. I just find it ironic that these transport companies are complaining, and yet these protagonists are getting transported to another world by a transport truck. Anyway, I think I've said what I've wanted to say. Let me know what your thoughts are. And if you like my content, subscribe and share my videos. You can also support me by buying one of my books. I will leave a link below. If not, plenty of my other videos have links. Thanks for watching, and hopefully we'll see you again.